we're going to be setting up this 125 gallon. And as you can see, it's quite cloudy, but that's not going to stop us. And we're going to try to get some fish in it today. And if you are wondering, it has been many, many years since I've filmed a video and have kept fish in an aquarium like this. I got quite burnt out the last time I kept fish. I always had my pond, so that has taken more precedent over the time, and I do want to keep fish, but I'm doing it slowly because I had the tendency to go all in, have too many tanks, and just overwhelm myself. So starting with this 125, I think will be a good point. Do it slowly, add fish slowly. And the fish I have in this pond, I have some goldfish, I have some Oscars. The Oscars are meant to be up there, but they fell down the waterfall into here. And then I have some like guppies and things like that that I will just put into here for now. So this is a 125 gallon tank that I had set up long time ago. And this dirt that you can see on the glass is only temporary, as this was like from when I had the previous background on this side of the tank. And it just left this residue, and it comes off quite easily, so I'm not too worried. I did fill it with water and put some sand in it. I love this sand so far. It's tan sand. Don't know how much I'm going to need quite yet. And then I haven't started the cycle yet. I'm letting the water sit because I didn't have a dechlorinator, and I just wanted to make sure that it was fully dechlorinated. But I also got clear pond stuff, so this will help clear up this cloudiness. And then I'm going to get a filter. And then I also have some enzyme bacteria. This is old, but it will help jumpstart the cycle, so we don't have to worry too much. So because I don't have like a super clear filter like running, that's just biomedia that I'm trying to get seeded. I'm just going to pour this clear stuff into the tank to start helping it clear up. This is from the sand that I put in. I didn't rinse it out because it said it had biomedia, but it'll be fine. Don't have to be too worried. And then I'm going to go get the filter from the pond. I haven't shown my pond in quite a long time, but this is it now. And I have a air stone sponge filter down there where those bubbles are coming out. And I'm going to put that into this tank because now there's enough biological media in that bog filter. There's a filter back there as well, and that will help jumpstart it. And then I'll get some of the fish from the pond. So now I'm going to take you behind the pond so I can go get the sponge filter, and you're going to be able to see kind of behind it and all the stuff that I have set up. I'm going to go ahead and grab it out. I have 2 sponge filters in there. I haven't decided which one I'm going to take. One's like finer mesh and one's bigger. I think I'm going to go towards the bigger one because the other one trapped a lot of debris that I don't want necessarily in the tank. Okay, so I got the air pump, got the sponge filter, but there was some issues with the air line. So I had to cut the air line, and now I have the air pump above it. And then we can add some fish. Okay, gonna add this bacteria into here. It says treats 325, but again, this is old. So I'm just trying to get something to start in the tank. So I'll pour about half of it into the water. Should be about, is that half? Maybe more. Again, that should be good. And so this is just, again, to start the cycle, get bacteria in there. The sponge filter should do most of the heavy lifting because that is a very cycled sponge filter. We're going to add fish very slowly. I got bacteria or media in there. Whether it's not all like fully live bacteria, it'll help add waste to the tank to start that cycle. So regardless, it should be going to look quite messy for quite some time because I am trying to get all the bacteria that is needed seeded, and then haven't decided on what filter I want to keep in the pond yet. So I have this little tank. I have this little hang on the back, and it's a good filter, and I have 2 of them. But for now, just getting everything started because the bacteria can live on everything else as well. This tank, when it's all said and done, I'm going to do a Central South American community tank. And I do really want to keep eels. I got this rock from a bed and it has a nice cave in it. Someone gave me the idea of cutting it in half and putting it on each side. And then I'm going to do a riverscape. Okay, The water has cleared up quite a bit. I added some stuff, so now it's time to add fish. We are gonna have to temperature acclimate them, but we're gonna go ahead and start catching them. I think I know which ones I'm gonna catch out of the pond to put in here as the test. Okay, so I got the net. As you can see, there's quite a bit of fish in here, different kinds. The ones I think I want to catch are the mollies. These, I think they will pop in the tank a little bit more. I can observe them a little bit more. I've been seeing them wiggle a bit, so I do want to see them a little more up close. And I think they'll just look great in the tank. Also, they will pick at things in the tank to help keep it clear. But it's going to be hard to try to catch them, as they are some of the faster ones. Okay, I got one. I'm trying to do this with one hand, but I'll pull them up here. Oh, you know what? I'll put, this is the bin they're going in. So now while I acclimate them, I'll put this right here on the side, and then I can go and just grab Mr. Mole. Okay, this is really difficult. I don't know if you can tell, but I have to climb over here, lean across, and then try to grab him. Okay. Definitely looks like a male at first glance. Put him in. Okay, got one. I'd like to maybe get at least 3. Okay, they're quite fast. And trying to do this with one hand. There's some over there. The males tend to hide a bit better. Oh, got one. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got them. Plants are fixed. The brick fell in, but that was used to hold up these plants. So it should be good. I got the other mollies out, and here we go. So I also got some endlers, so we're gonna try that as well. Might as well. And then let's get them over here. Then we'll start acclimating them because the pond water is quite warm compared to the tank inside. But you can see how healthy and big these mollies are. But again, they're not having babies in the pond because these males are just chasing the females too much, and then the females don't have the babies because they're scared, and then they don't drop the eggs. So having them out of the pond will help and then be great for this tank. All right, so it's time so they can start acclimating. So all I'm gonna do is just dip this in here a little, not too much. We don't want to do it too quickly, and we'll just keep them there, and then I'll keep following up until we release them. Look at that. They're swimming around all happy. Oh, look how beautiful they look. Wow. Look at those fish. I love their color. They're so like creamsicle orange, and their blue eyes. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they were the right ones to put in here. I was going to put some Danios in here, but I think these guys really take the show. And they're not shy at all. You know, sometimes you add fish to a tank, but they seem to be really liking it. But look at him go. Oh, I love him. He looks so beautiful. The other one up there, chilling. And then the endlers, which are so tiny, and, you know, swimming around. But I noticed in big tanks, endlers will definitely stay up towards the top, which is great. And I do plan to make this semi-aggressive predatory pond. So it'll be really cool to see them schooling and what fish we end up getting. Thank you guys for watching. Join this channel. Hit the little join button down below if you want to support me and my fish tanks and what I do. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to try to get back into fish, but at a healthy and sustainable rate that doesn't burn me out, essentially. I love the hobby. I've always have, but I get stressed and I get worried about the fish's health. I get worried about my health, and then, you know, what's perfect conditions, but you never can get that. And fish in the wild never get that. So just enjoy the hobby, enjoy and have a great